Hello everyone. Just a quick ride coming out of Walmart here. Actually forgot the wrong thing, so I'll have to go back today to get it again. But I've been riding the bike for about a week now. I think I have like 154 miles on it so far, and the break-in is 600 miles. Um, yeah, so it's a ton of fun. Even though I was stressful day or whatnot, it just brings a smile to my face when I ride the bike. And here I'm putting on my gloves. So those things I have is like wrist wraps. I use it for work to just improve my wrist strength, and also when I work out. That's not standard motorcycle gear, obviously. I'm just pushing myself back, first gear, and here I go. So by the way, this is a $10, $15 action cam, which isn't bad because the shocks on this thing are pretty good. Um, I used to use this cam on an e-bike without any shocks or any kind of damping whatsoever, and it was just horrible. There's nothing good. It was just constantly up and down, up and down. But this isn't bad. It's not bad for a $15, $10 cam, and I don't think I have enough people watching my stream to warrant a good cam. But maybe I'll do a good cam in a little bit if there's more people. So I'm just riding around. So right now I'm today, or I was testing the actual range of this bike, so I'm at 1 bar. I'm not going on fast streets. So around my neighborhood, the fast streets are like 45 and 55, or 50, 50 or 55. They're usually 45 where I go 50. So this bike definitely goes 50 very comfortably in fifth gear. Um, the top speed I've seen so far, and this is still in break-in, is 60 with a headwind and 65 with a tailwind. And it probably could do a little bit more than that, but I didn't push it because obviously I'm still in the break-in period. So what I'm doing now, I'm just kind of riding the side streets instead of like the big major street, just to conserve gas because I'm at 1 bar and I'm not quite sure how much that bar is. So the miles per gallon that I'm seeing right now throughout this week was like 142. And I think when I stopped the bike, it was at 156 or so, and with 1 bar left. So, and what I paid for gas was 266 with a no 366 with 1.2 gallons. So gas here is around $3. Um, So the tank is 1.6. So basically at 1 bar, it means that it has zero point 0.4 gallons left. So I assume that bar is basically like maybe zero point 0.1 or zero point 0.2. And then there's probably like a reserve of like zero point 0.2 or so, which kind of makes it so it's hard to really estimate because I don't know what that reserve is. I don't know what that last bar is. But if you were just to say 1.2, I put in 1.2 gallons, and I got 154 or 155 gallons. So it says 142 miles per hour. Miles per gallon. So I say that's probably a little bit high. I'll say it's probably closer to 130 miles per gallon, which is still ridiculous for a motorcycle slash moped, even moped. When I tell people at work that they're just friends, they're just flabbergasted. It's like, so this is the major street that I usually take. I'm not, and I take that getting onto a highway on ramp and off ramp really quickly. That just basically takes off a huge amount of my commute. So instead, I'm doing side streets at the moment, and I'm doing side streets obviously just to prolong this ride a little bit, and also just conserve my gas because again, I don't know where that 1 bar is. So I had made another video previously about engine noise, and I think a couple people commented that it's normal. I totally agree. I was just a little bit not concerned, but I just didn't know how. Well, I should have known. So this is a 125 single cylinder. So when you have single cylinder, I think it vibrates a little more than something like a dual cylinder or four cylinders or something like that. So I think that's part of it too. And then another person mentioned that the valves are just rattling a little bit during the break-in, and I think that's part of it too. It's not noticeable. So that day when I posted the video, I was actually going to go into the dealership and have them take a look at it. I'm glad I didn't do that because obviously I look like a big noob. Because I just sent in the video to them to see that if they think it's a problem, and I don't think it's a problem. I think it's just probably just a break-in period. And if not, if it continues after 600 miles or something like that, I'll bring it in or something just to get it checked. Because I have to have a 1 year service warranty on this. So here I'm, shifting. This is a 25 mile per hour road. This is a really nice road. I usually take this road going to work or going back from work because I'm not in a hurry to really get home that quick unless I need to get something done. It's just a lot. When you ride the Grom, it's just a lot less stressful to be on some of the slower roads. So you can actually ride the faster roads, and I do. And part of my commute is on the faster road coming home here. But 30 miles per hour road, 25 mile per hour limit, going 30, 35. It's very, very comfortable. Very low RPMs, high fuel efficiency. So I'm just turning on here. I'm just enjoying my ride. Just having a really good time with it. It's so far I really, really do like it. Um, I think if it was just a 5 miles faster on both top ends, like the headwind and tailwind top ends, I think it would be perfect in terms of speed. Because right now I do push it a little bit to get on. So whenever you see 45 miles per hour or whatever, it's people are usually going 10 miles per hour faster than that. So 25, people are going like 30 to 35, right? Or maybe even faster. 45, you're going 55. Um, and the problem is that when I get on a 50 mile per hour road, they're going 60. And while I don't often get on a 60 mile per hour, 50 mile per hour road, it's pushing the upper limits of the break-in period of this bike, and also its top speed, especially going into the wind. Um, and also, I before this is my first time riding in like almost 2 years, and I didn't really know how to use the clutch correctly when I first got this. What I was doing wrong with the clutch was I was always putting up pressure onto the clutch versus letting it just drop and then trying to shift up, which does not work. So so my bad. I'm obviously a big newbie trying to relearn how to ride. You need to obviously not put pressure on the clutch at all and then shift up before you do that. So that was kind of one of the mistakes that I made. But now I learned that, so I'm shifting a lot better now. But the problem is that I have work boots, and it's hard to actually shift with that because the boot is so tall at the toes that I often find myself putting upward pressure on the clutch. Here, I know I'm tailgating this bike, but I'm trying to actually like draft him to conserve on gas, which is kind of stupid. But I do let him go. Obviously, I was a little bit too close at that point, even on a small motorcycle. But this is the fast road right here. It's a 45 mile per hour road. I'm only going 43 because this car in front of me, or this SUV in front of me, is going a little bit slower. But now we're speeding up a little bit to 47, 48. And I'm like at 5,000 RPM, so tucking in a little bit, getting a little more speed. I'm in fifth gear already, 48, 50 on a 45 mile per hour road. It's more than enough. So this car is going a little bit slower than what people usually go. Again, on a 45 mile per hour, people are usually going 55. But yeah, that's okay. I was also talking to this guy at work. I found out he actually has the second generation Grom without any mods on it, significant mods on it. And he's told me he gets 60 on a good day. So if you compared it to, and his is broken in as well. So I would say that this this the third generation Grom, this completely bare bone stock is probably 5 to 7 miles per hour faster than the second generation. And that guy has two Groms. His brother has a Grom as well, and they're all second generation. So I would say that's probably the case. Again, with the higher compression in the fifth gear, um, that's probably what's happening. So here I'm going to the gas station. I definitely had to go to get gas. Again, 1 bar. No idea what exactly the left is left in the tank, because at this point I don't know that there's actually 1.2 gallons that I've used and not the 1.6. So I actually have zero point 0.4 gallons in reserve at this point, which I do not know. I think, no, I'm probably thinking, okay, I have like zero point 0.1 gallon or something like that, or I'm running on fumes almost, because I am literally at 1 bar. So here I'm stopping, and that's pretty much the end of the video. I don't actually show the the part where I get gas, but here it's down. Finding neutral is kind of a pain in this thing. But anyway, that's the video. This weekend I might go on a really long ride up to this park, but we will see. If I do, I'll take a video of that again. All right, thanks for watching, guys.